Retro Slacker here, and you can consider me a saved man. For I have been to Eden, I have traveled to the Mecca of toys in the United States for the first time, Ohio. I traveled from New Jersey to Ohio for the TOYHIO toy show, one of the greatest shows that I personally have ever been to. It had everything you can imagine, except for Madballs, but I'll get to that later. Anyway, I don't want to keep yapping about stuff. Let's get right to it, and I'll show you what I got at TOYHIO. All right.
You have a podcast?
What's up?
You have a podcast?
I'm on YouTube. YouTube, yeah. Retro Slacker.
Yeah, I was watching it the other day.
Oh, nice. That's awesome. This sewer hockey thing's incredible. I don't think I've ever seen it in person in a box.
It's pretty crazy.
It's unreal.
I have the bag of all the little pieces.
Oh, wow. Even though,
all the different little characters. I mean, just all the little pieces that go with it.
It's unreal.
One of those crazy things. It was part of a collection I picked up probably a year ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Just been holding on to it, or you just can't sell it?
Yeah, I just held on to it. I've only brought it to TOYHIO a couple of times.
Yeah.
Not something I really want to ship from whatnot.
That would be a pain in the ass. Now, besides the toys, TOYHIO was really special for me because for the first time, I got to meet my internet friends. One guy you've probably heard me mention on here before on YouTube. If you follow me on Instagram, you've heard me mention him, and that is VHS Crypt. And he was the first person that sold me something at TOYHIO.
I got a present for you.
Oh, sweet.
Listen, so there is a 100% complete Hordak.
Oh, wow,
McDonald's
yeah.
double cheeseburger, Big Mac, a He-Man, and a Battle Cat.
Wow.
$30 if you would like this small bin.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
He kind of knocked this one out of the park. He hooked me up with my first He-Man and Battle Cat. This is the Battle Armor He-Man. I have an empty Battle Cat already, but now I have a new Battle Cat with the armor, which is super dope. He's awesome. And he also got me a Hordak. This is one of the most badass action figures in all of action figures. And now Chris apparently also really knows some of the super dumb stuff that I like because he hooked me up with a 1990s McDonald's toy. One of my favorites. I love these sort of transformer changeable ones. And this one is derpy as I mean, look at his little face. Come on. So as always, thank you, Chris.
Can I get a snap with me?
Yeah, of course.
Thanks.
Do we look super handsome? Oh yeah.
Oh, you look like we just started dating.
A little bit. I'm okay with it. Now, continuing along with some Masters of the Universe, the vendor next to Chris had a whole bunch of Motu. And so I was rifling through all the boxes. I knew the one character that I wanted to get at TOYHIO was my fuzzy favorite, Grizzlor. He might be my favorite action figure. I don't know of all time, for sure in the Motu universe, maybe next to Scareglow, but I don't know when I'm gonna get that. So I just love action figures that have cloth or fur. And you know, I always wonder why they didn't do something like this for the Kenner Chewbacca. It seemed like a perfect opportunity to just throw some fur on. Someone with more knowledge might know why they didn't do that. But I think that was a missed opportunity because look how awesome. Thank you, sir.
Smells vintage too.
Cool. Yeah.
That's the best, dude. Honestly, I
do, yeah.
I love like the
Until you get a
little musty aroma.
Yeah. Slight cigarette.
Yes. Well, because everyone smoked in the 80s, right? So thanks,
you,
brother. Appreciate you, man.
As I was looking through all the stuff, I saw something that piqued my interest because anything related to ET does, and I found some very cool ET stickers. Everything about these stickers are incredible. I would love to take these off. I would love to tattoo these on my body. They're puffy and they're incredible. These are all from 1982. It was Diamond toy makers from Illinois that made them. So I'm walking along, I'm checking out all sorts of vendors, and again, corner of my eye, I see that little weird alien looking at me. And I saw something that I've always seen on eBay. All the time I see this, I see it in all the ET collections, except for mine. The Kraft Macaroni and Cheese ET Special. Now, just like a cereal box, if I'm understanding it, this was at one point, either it was filled with macaroni or they just sold this box. If you know the story behind this, please comment. Please let me know what the story is so that I kind of understand it, because to me, this feels sealed, but this is from 2002. This is not super vintage back when the movie came out. It's still, 23 years old. A super cool piece to have, I think. And that same vendor sold me this ET.
15 for both.
Okay. Which is from the same era. I think it's from 2001. Okay, this is from 2000. It's a Tiger Electronics one. I have to get the batteries in it. I don't know if it works. He didn't know either. But this has got the sweet red jacket, and I believe the heart lights up. I believe it talks. The neck stretches, goes from 6 to 12 real quick. I'm always looking for Ghostbusters stuff. I was looking for the brain popper. Is that what it's called? Brain popper? The green face that has the 4 brains that pop when you wheel it. I actually didn't see it. I'm surprised when I go to these shows and I don't see specific things, but I guess how can everyone have everything all the time? I got myself finally Mr. Hunchback, 10 bucks, The woman who sold it, super nice, gave me a few bucks off when I asked. In case you missed that sound, it was. What is this thing?
I don't know. I've tried to find it.
Yeah.
It's a game
Just one of those things.
Sort. It's the only one I've ever seen. It probably came with a bunch more magnets.
Yeah.
But there's a company on the bottom. I've tried to research it. There's very little I've ever found.
Is this a magnet? Like, does it move?
Yeah. It's like an electronic game of some sort, right? Like this would be moved and stuff like that. But
I've never seen that.
Exactly.
Even when you do like a Google search, you can't find it?
I tried to look up the company, and there's very little I found.
I'd like to apologize to this next vendor. I spent way too much time at his table. I think I went back 3 times because he had some of the coolest stuff that I was interested in. And that is Happy Pappy's. Happy Pappy's is also an actual store in Ohio. Super nice guy, super helpful to me. And he just had the coolest stuff. So what really piqued my interest with him was he had Madballs. He was the only one, except for one other vendor that my buddy Ree's Toys bought a soccer, what is the name of that? Soccer eater? Ball eater? Even like Happy Pappy said.
You never see them.
It's just, I really thought at this show there would have been something.
They're so tough to find. I can't keep them.
Yeah, they just come and go.
I think I've sold over 25 Series 2 sets and only 1 Series 1 because you can't find them that much.
So the first thing I bought from Happy Pappy, he had the Madballs wind-up toys. I love these wind-up toys. So cool. Now I decided to take Skullface. He had about 4 of them. I would love to get these loose, and personally, I have never seen them loose anywhere. They're always in the card. The card is amazing. I love everything about the card. But it would be cool to have all 4 of them loose. Also because I kind of want to wind it up and see it in action. And another thing I got there, which is Madballs related, and I just couldn't decide which one. I feel sorry, the guy was holding this case up for like 20 minutes for me because I couldn't just make my mind up, because honestly, I wanted all of them. I got a knockoff. Knockoff or bootleg, I'm actually not sure the difference. So if you can comment, let me know below, what is the difference between a knockoff and a bootleg? I love everything about this. I love how derpy and silly his face is, his little buck teeth. The packaging is incredible. I mean, it would be hard to argue that this isn't related to Madballs, but it's from Argentina in 1988. Very cool. This is really squishy. It feels a little more like a dog toy a bit than what the Madballs are like. It feels more like plastic. Another thing that Happy Pappy had was a whole line of Barnyard Commandos.
These are Barnyard Commandos.
Yeah,
These
yeah.
are all complete. This is all the first series. I have no second series. The second series is really tough, and they usually go to 80 to 100.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a whole complete set and a few extras. Every one of them is complete
Right.
in here. They only came with whatever went on top of them.
I think I might do this guy actually.
He's
just kind of cool. I just like the accessory on him. I never really paid attention to Barnyard Commandos until just a few weeks ago. I forget where I saw it, but someone was showing off their collection and something clicked where I was like, you know what, these are pretty cool. Now these are silly. In the end, it's basically a dog toy. And I would like to get a bunch of them because I think they look really cool when they're together. I think it might be the kind of thing where if I see it and it piques my interest while I see it, then I pick it up. I don't know if I'm gonna, necessarily hunt these down. These aren't vintage. I mean, they're gonna be getting there in a few years, but I still love them. I think they're so cool. This is the closest I'm getting to Madballs in person and finding them out in the wild. So I had to pick these up. It felt like a deal that was too good to pass on. Yeah, I got these like 2017 ones.
Oh yeah, I remember those.
Yeah, they're cool.
They came in like, I think, blind bags.
Yeah, they're blind bags. Yeah. Another toy I'm slowly picking up when I go is the monsters in my pocket. There were actually a few vendors that were selling these or muscle, just giant tubs of them. I feel like I could just scoop them up and launch them in the air. I didn't do that. That would be incredibly rude to those people. The hands on this one are so cool. This might be one of my new favorite ones in my collection. I have about 10 of them now. It feels attainable to collect all these, and then also to get the big mountain, which is so cool. Okay, the biggest item I bought at TOYHIO, I will tell you about in a second. But the honorable mentions are the WWF collector's case. When he told me he was selling it for $120, which is the first time I've heard it under $200, I quickly texted my buddy Chris, because I know he's a big WWF fan and he's been looking for this, and he said, screw it, please buy that for me. I think I'm gonna do this.
Okay.
You said 120?
120. Open it. Yeah, it's clean inside.
Yeah, wow. It's really nice.
You just don't see them.
Yeah, okay.
That's clean.
Beautiful.
I'm actually gonna miss this. I had this when I was a kid. We put all our LGNs in.
Every Christmas I'll send you a photo.
Will you?
You can look at it.
Enjoy it, buddy.
Awesome, thank you, dude.
Thanks.
So I scooped it up. VHS Crip held it for me for the whole show, and then I put it in my arms and sort of wandered through the crowd on my way out. Okay, I'm back. I'm doing it. Okay, now the big ticket item. Something I did not have on my radar at all. I was enamored by it. I love them. I see them all the time in people's collection. It just isn't a nostalgic thing for me. So if I could just get a drum roll. I said, can I get a drum roll, please? And I got myself a 1986 My Pet Monster. This guy's name is Rark, R-A-R-K, Rark.
Rar. That one's Wogster. Yeah, Flip.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This one I always forget.
That one's cool too. This is awesome. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. The teeth are hard, which I didn't realize. Everything about this is cool. It's got the chain. It's in really good condition. Just smells like a vintage toy. Does not smell weird or terrible.
My Monster Pets have puppet action features. Part of the My Pet Monster collection, each sold separately with breakaway chains from Amtoy.
And then the other cool part, which I didn't realize till I even got home, was I can stick my hand way up in this thing.
You're under arrest.
And then
It's a puppet.
Colors are so 80s, vibrant, really well made. I kind of want a whole bunch of them now, but they are not cheap. This one was a really good deal, and I felt like it was just one of those meant to be moments. I think overall I was super excited by everything. You know, so huge thanks again to VHS Crypt. It was awesome to meet Reese Toys, who was also filming a video, which I'm sure you're gonna see.
Got another YouTube guy here.
Can you believe it? Wow, I gotta get my camera out.
Retro Slacker. Here he is, made the trek from New Jersey.
Who's gonna show you every detail of the show, like he always does in such an awesome way. And I also met Sasha, who has an incredible collection. So from me and Rark, we thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you liked this one. Thanks again. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Let's talk. Hit me up on Instagram. Hit me up in the comments. Until then, I tip me hat to ya. Oh, that was a bad one. That's a bad one. That's a bad one. Oh man.